What's good, YouTube? Christmas Innovation here, bringing guys another team Q&A. So without further ado, let's begin. Got a bunch of great questions this week, guys. Gamer Reality 123 asks, hey, how do you feel about yosenju? Honestly, I think yosenju is a really good deck. They have annoying plays. The fact that they can just normal summon, poke you, and then hop back in the hand is really gay. And the fact that they can run all the floodgates efficiently without being affected by them is also annoying. So they're a good stun / anti-meta deck. The deck has its own archetype based Solemn Judgment. It just doesn't get no better than that. But it does have a flaw with being to the fact that they do return to their hand. So if you could just like any tier 2 to tier 3 deck, if you wipe their board one good time, it's pretty much done. So resolving X Ion Knight or a big power play that field wipes on them can put them in a pretty sticky situation, causing them to lose. So I think they're honestly a good solid stun deck, a good tier 2 deck. Like if they top, like say a YCS or ARG, it wouldn't shock me. It'd just be annoying because now everyone and their mom who doesn't like to play meta will hop on that deck, and then you'll get a resurgence of the deck that locals, and I hate that deck because I play hero. So yeah, yosenju at the end of the day is a really good deck. TN Rich Runner asks, who is your favorite character in The Walking Dead? Mine was Merle. Well, TN Rich Runner, I do love The Walking Dead. My favorite character would be a mix-up between 3 people, either Carol, Michonne, and Daryl. Like for all the anime fans out there, I used to watch an anime called High School of the Dead, and this is before Walking Dead came out in America, but they came out around the same time. And my favorite character in High School of the Dead was Chick with the Sword. If you guys have seen the anime High School of the Dead. And Michonne kind of reminded me of her, which is why Michonne's one of my favorite characters. And then, you know, Daryl is just the kick-ass country dude who just takes names. So, and then, you know, Carol, she's like that sweet lady, but you fuck with her, she'll just fuck your shit up. And when she went Rambo mode back earlier this season to the termites, it was crazy. I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but Carol will do some damage if you guys love The Walking Dead. So yeah, those are definitely my 3 favorites. I'm tied between the 3. I can't choose between them at all. Yeah, TM Ridge Runner was a great question. Gogeta asks, do you think Shockmaster could be unbanned? Kevin Dunn said never. And I gotta agree with Kevin. Like, Shockmaster is an unhealthy card. Like, and I think honestly we should keep unhealthy cards on the ban list. Like, Konami has said that all cards will come off the ban list at one point in circulation, so I don't think we'll see Shockmaster in America for a while, but I could be wrong. You know, Konami's unpredictable. I believe if he did become unbanned, it'd be in a format where he's not that relevant, and it'd be in a format where making 3 level 4 monsters on the field would be hard. So, could he become unbanned? Maybe. That's just a big maybe. You can't really predict anything Konami's going to do nowadays, so yeah. Beret Too Cold asks, if Konami brings back Stratos, will Hero be the best deck? Yes and no. Because Hero's is already a great deck. All they need is a card to make some of their bad hands, which is rare, better hands. So, with that being said, Stratos can do that. But at the same time, even in the OCG with Stratos, Heroes is not the best deck. You still have Necros who tops more than Heroes, and you still have it was Necros. Oh yeah, and Cleaforce topping over Heroes, and you still have Heroes in like the 9% bracket, so of the topping over there. So I don't think Heroes. I think it'd be the same thing in America. Like, Heroes won't be the best deck. It'd be a more represented deck than it is now, but it'll definitely won't be the best deck because Heroes is a skillful deck. So with that being said, there's not a lot of players that can pilot the deck correctly. There's more players who tend to the easier decks to play, like Cleaves and Necros. Even though Necros takes a lot of skill too, it just has that cloak of appearing to be easy when it really ain't. So you will see a lot of players in America leaning towards the easier decks to play because they don't care about playing certain decks just to play. They just want to play to win. So with that being said, Strato coming back, Heroes would definitely be a tier 1 deck in my personal opinion, but would it be the best deck on a wide scale representation? No. So I hope that answers your question, but ready to go. The Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, no, he didn't ask a question. is that all with the YouTube questions? Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Magic Maverick just asked, and I answered in the comment section, but I'll just answer it again for you guys that did not see. He asked, was that Third Strike music in the background? And yes, I play a lot of anime / video game music in my backgrounds for my videos sometimes. So you guys hear a rock song, it might be from anime, it might just be from the YouTube Creator Studio, but I do like Third Strike as a game. It has one of the most a bunch of memories to it due to the fact that me and my old Naruto team, all we did, we used to play Third Strike a lot at our store, Galaxy Comic Zone. So it just brings back memories playing that music. And it's honestly, Third Strike is a really good game. So yeah. Great. Any of you guys that are wondering what kind of music I play in my background on my Q&As, it's either Third Strike music or it's regular music we get on YouTube. Now on to the Facebook questions, because these are all done with the YouTube questions. Make sure, okay, cool. Now on the Facebook fan page, once again, link will be in the description below. Like the Facebook fan page for more unique content and more content for you guys. Like if you want to ask me a question for Q&A, you're not on YouTube, you can ask me on Facebook. Brian Clark asks, what's your Yu-Gi-Oh story? What are your thoughts on the new Yu-Gi-Oh video game? What's your best deck / cards of all time? Can't wait to hear from you. Thanks. Well, Brian Clark, my Yu-Gi-Oh story is just like a lot of old, the same as a bunch of veteran Yu-Gi-Oh stories. I started when the game first came out back in 2002, and I've just been playing consistently. Took a break in high school for like 2 years to play other card games, and came back to it in 2011, and I am where I am now. So I did not know there was a new Yu-Gi-Oh video game coming out, so I have to look that up a little later. What's my best deck of all time? It had to be Gadgets, because that's the only deck that gave me my first YCS top. My best card of all time, I'll have to say Chain Summoning, because it helped my best deck of all time, Gadgets, give me my first YCS top. So yeah. John Paulo asks, or Jao Paulo, I'm sorry if I butchered your name, Jao. How did you tell your girlfriend that you play Yu-Gi-Oh, and how did she react? Well, Jao, back when I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh, well, I still play Yu-Gi-Oh now, but with my girlfriend I have now, aka Baby Mom, she never really cared. I never hid it from nobody. Like, I've always had a rule of thumb, and that is, if somebody don't like you, fuck them. And that's just the way it is, honestly. So I don't just say, hey, I play Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't just bring it up right away. But it'd be something that I just keep to myself. And then as I get to know the person more, and they ask me what am I doing on a Saturday night or on a Wednesday night, if I'm going to locals, I'll let them know, like, yeah, I'm going to this card store to play this game tournament called Yu-Gi-Oh. And then if they want to get more into it, I explain more into it to them. But I just keep it casual, keep it cool. I don't really care about hiding it from nobody. Like, I've never been the type of person who hid his Yu-Gi-Oh cards from people. It's just one of those things for me. Like, I'm a grown ass man. I'm my own person. I can be myself. I don't have to be nobody else. With that being said, I'm not some weirdo who just, hey, I play Yu-Gi-Oh, guys. But it's one of the things like, yeah, I play it. It's cool. Just like when I tell people I work out. So I look at it like that, as it's a thing that I accept versus something that I try to hide. I feel like when you try to hide it, it just makes you look lame. And as far as all the girls I've messed with up until this point, reactions, none of them cared, honestly. They never really cared, because they felt like I was cool enough person to not let the game control my life. But you know, Yu-Gi-Oh players have that image, or gamers in general have that image that we're all nerds who just live in our mom's basement and etc. And we all smell bad. But in actuality, a lot of us are just normal people like everyone else. It's like a lot of us play football, a lot of us play basketball, a lot of us work out like me. So most girls, honestly, if they like you enough, they don't give a fuck. Only people who do that weird reaction, like, oh my god, are the stuck up bitches who just wanted your money anyway, and high school people because they're immature. So, Jao Paulo, hope that answered your question. Walter Pedro Chavez, it's a long name, Walter, asks, any news on the new ban list, predictions, implications? There's no news on the ban list from what I know. I don't really do Yu-Gi-Oh news on this channel. As far as predictions, I will say anything is limited. it'd be to promote more Konami products. So I can definitely say I wouldn't be surprised if Cleaves get limited to push more of Necro sales, because with Cleaves being a deck that can beat Necros, I can see Konami wanting to take Cleaves out of the water to push more Necros. And I can honestly say I can see Konami bringing Stratos off the ban list due to the fact that they're giving us Return of the Bling, which is giving us hero players Anarchy, and then in the Superstar pack, they're giving us Blazeman. So it will make sense in theory that they will give us Stratos off the ban list, but you can never know. And then Walter also asks, are Evilswarms relevant anymore? Now that some of the best decks that you'll face with ranks, not levels, Cleavers have done necessarily special summon. Honestly, I was preaching Evils. I gotta make me a new top 5 rogue deck list, but I was preaching Cleaves for a while. But honestly, no, they're not relevant. They can be decent to stun if you know that if you go to a tournament knowing that everyone's gonna run a Necros deck. Then yeah, you probably can win a few rounds. But if you play against Cleaves, you're gonna get your ass beat. And then again, you might just get your ass beat against Necros due to the fact that everyone runs. Well, most Necros players side the hand, so I don't think Evilswarms is relevant anymore. But if you have an idea for it, like I always preach on the channel, test it out and see if it can work for you. And last but not least, Jeremy Rodriguez asked me, how will Elemental Hero Blazeman and Master of Anarchy change your build from now that they are both performed for the TCG releasing? Also, do you have any tips for someone who wants to get into Yu-Gi-Tubing? Now, well, Jeremy, Blazeman honestly is going to replace my Alias in my deck. I feel like Alias is only used to bring out Koga, and sometimes I feel like Alias is not that great in my personal opinion from testing the card for a while. And with the coming of Blazeman, you know, go grab the polymerization effect, dump Shadow Mist, search out another hero, you can instant. That's an instant polymerization right there. So I should have in theory no problem getting over Beast Stick monsters once Blazeman is released, making Alias null and void. And Anarchy, he's an extra deck card, so I can just find an extra deck card that I feel like I won't be using and replace it with Anarchy. But Anarchy will definitely be coming in. And I might add a form change in my deck with Anarchy, because Anarchy is so good with form changes. Anarchy going over monster, form change into any of the other level 8 hero monsters to do some damage. So I really like that card a lot. And then he also asked me, do you have any tips for someone who wants to get into Yu-Gi-Tubing? Honestly, my best tips is to start Yu-Gi-Tubing. Find a decent camera, from what I've learned. Post your ideas, write things down, and make a video. And don't upload something that you think you wouldn't watch. Like, for example, if you upload a video with shit quality that you know you couldn't pay attention to, then don't do it. Like, for example, when I make videos, I redo a lot of videos. Like this video right now, my Q&A. I had to say this is my 3rd shooting of this Q&A because my first few times when I started filming, I didn't like the way I looked at it. I didn't like the way the camera was angled. I didn't like the way I sounded. I cursed. And I'm like, yeah, this ain't good enough. So you have to upload something that you feel like you will watch. And that way, if you feel like you will like it, somebody else will like it as well. And just be yourself, honestly. I mean, you can start off like I'm doing now with your camera. If your camera don't have decent quality like mine has, take some time out, invest money into another camera. Maybe $100 for like a little HD camera can I sell at Walmart or Best Buy, and then start from there. And then also have a backup plan as well, because you know Yu-Gi-Oh's not gonna be around forever, so you don't want to invest so much money into a Yu-Gi-Oh channel thinking it's gonna be successful, and you might have monetary success, it might not start paying for itself. But you don't want to have that negativity going to mine, so I don't want to get too much detail into this topic, but have fun, be yourself, and record and review everything you record. Don't just upload it, because I made a few mistakes like that, and my channel has slow growth until I started getting advice and guest uploads on the channels. So, with all that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this week's Q&A. If you did, give it a big thumbs up to show your support. 40 likes will be awesome. Comment down in the comment section below questions for next week's Q&A. And of course, I do these videos to help you guys become better players. And of course, I do these videos for you guys to help me become a better player. This was Chris from Team Innovation signing out. Peace. Have a good day, guys.